Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drown Boy Productions, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new items coming from Funworld in 2022. My most recent video was taking a look at the Trick or Treat Studios catalog, and we're pretty much going to be doing the same thing here, though I will tell you guys this catalog is going to be much shorter, and obviously there are going to be non-Scream / Halloween type items. So we'll take a look at those very, very briefly, but we're pretty much just going to be moving right through those, mostly trying to talk about the new items coming from Funworld. Now, this is strictly just covering Funworld's new stuff listed on their website, so this isn't everything that we'll be getting for new Scream merchandise coming out in the following year. Really excited to see what's in store for 2022, so let's go ahead and dive in. Well, starting off at the top of the page here, true to the name Easter Unlimited, we have an unlimited amount of Easter items, with several different basket types, all sorts of nesting eggs, a lot of Easter lawn gnomes? I guess Easter lawn gnomes or something. I didn't really know that was a part of the Easter lore, but maybe I've just missed out on that. Moving down more, we've got even more plastic eggs, some that are transparent, some that are, pretty much standard. A lot of this is just like your standard stuff. And then now we've come to our very, very first Ghostface item. Here we have the 60-inch Ghostface Scarecrow. So this is not going to be the Scarecrow Ghostface like we all know and love from years past. This is specifically a Scarecrow of Ghostface. I'm surprised they're not doing this in a Scarecrow variant, but still it's very cool to see one of these. It says it's 5 foot tall, a classic Ghostface character with posable arms, faux straw accents, and includes a stake. So I guess it's pretty much just a stake you would put in the ground with a head, and then it has arms that are pretty much preset to a T-pose, but it says they're posable, so I guess you could pose it any way you want. And then he has just a little bit of straw accents coming out the end of his wrists. Overall, pretty cool, but I just noticed it says pack is 4. So I don't know if you have to buy this in a 4-pack or what, but looks to be pretty interesting. The face there does look to be the same type as the hanging decoration from last year, but obviously it could be something completely different. Moving on from there, we have yet again even more eggs. Tons of Easter stuff. And moving down, we're now getting into some Halloween stuff with the Carnival Cutie outfits for kids for Halloween, which we don't really care about kids' costumes. Obviously, Funworld produces a wide variety of these costumes here, but we're mostly just looking for the horror stuff. Scrolling down even more, we have the Crystal Wand assortment, the DK Zombie Mask, which we do not have an image of yet, but I bet that's going to be pretty cool. The Dark King and Queen Instant Kit assortment, so it looks to be probably just swords and crowns, I guess. Then we've got the Dead by Daylight Grave Breaker assortment, and guys, this is something I actually am pretty excited about. These look to be some pretty cool products. We have, of course, the full assortment of Ghostface Dead by Daylight characters with the Devil Face, the Viper Face, and the Scorched Face. And taking a closer look at these, it looks like the hands as well as the knives are the very same ones that were also used for the hanging decorations last year that you could get at Spirit, so it looks like they've got those with their new sculpted faces, which the Viper looks to be pretty close to the original mask, the Scorched looks to be almost exact, but the Devil Face definitely looks like it was a new sculpted product. So I don't know if all of these were new resculpts or if they were just sized down. Devil Face definitely looks to be a little bit different though, but they all do come adorned with their own cloth. Devil Face, of course, having some of that melty, drippy nastiness coming down his. The Viper Face, of course, just has his standard red costume. And then the Devil Face appears to have that faux leather vinyl type material as well. Those will all be sold individually and boxed, so I look forward to picking up at least one of each of those. Moving down, we've got yet again a few more other Halloween costumes that we really don't care about. We're mainly here just to talk about Ghostface. So we have the Ghostface 15-inch Bloody Butcher Knife, which I really don't know what the point of this is, guys. They released it last year and we were all a bit confused about it, but it looks to be just leftover product from their 2007 Halloween line, because it's pretty much the same exact thing as that Myers knife. But for whatever reason now, it's packaged as a Ghostface product, even though I don't think we really ever see Ghostface using a butcher knife. Next up, we do have a new for 2022 item with the Ghostface Light Up Lantern, and I absolutely love this piece. This screams vintage 90s Funworld to me. This absolutely fits in with those products of old, and even though it looks like it could possibly be just kind of a thrown together concept image here, looking at it, it looks like it could possibly be just Photoshop. That may not be a real product image, but regardless if it does look like that, that's pretty cool, and I do look forward to picking one up. It says they come in a pack of 6, so I don't know if this would be something that comes in like a carton you would have to pick up personally, like at Spirit Halloween. and it'll just have a tag on it, or if these will be coming individually packaged, but definitely want to pick up one of those. The next item we have to talk about is an odd one indeed. We have the Ghostface Pride Mask. Now, I have no issues with Pride or people celebrating their Pride, but in general, I'm really not a huge fan of the flag mask concept. To me, like even last year, putting the USA flag on Ghostface mask just kind of looks terrible. It looks like a bootleg product you would get somewhere off of China, and this kind of feels the same. Yet again, there's no problem with supporting it. It's just, why? You know, why? Why is there a Ghostface Pride mask? Does it need to exist? Not necessarily. I feel like the USA mask also doesn't need to exist, but yet again, here it is. They've made it. These will be a hard plastic mask. Yet again, pretty much the same exact thing as the USA mask, but instead with a Pride flag. So I'll definitely be picking one up because it's an official product, but there you go. Moving on, we have a piece that I am very, very, very excited for. A new inflatable Ghostface piece with the Ghostface Pumpkin Lawn Inflatable. So we just have a pretty wicked looking jack-o'-lantern here with Ghostface springing out of the top, of course holding a knife. This entire inflatable piece does look to be one huge sewn together inflatable piece. It's not like the previous Jimmy inflatable where it had a hard plastic mask attached. This is all one inflatable piece, but still very, very cool. I like the design. Very classic Halloween vintage 90s feel to me. And this is a 6 foot tall piece, so it is a little bit taller than the Ghostface Scarecrow. I think these would pair well together for anyone trying to decorate their house for a yard haunt, or just to decorate for Halloween in your neighborhood. I absolutely plan to pick up one of these, and maybe two. I kind of want to get one to keep closed and one to actually inflate. And now we have yet again another new mask, this time the Ghostface Pumpkin Mask. This is a very, very cool design, and I remember when I initially saw this, I thought to myself, did they really, copy Clive Barzilia, you know, Clive from Burkbench? Because he had done the Scrumpkin, which was a K&B version of basically the same thing, like a pumpkin Ghostface, but it was a K&B mask. Which was pretty cool to see done by him, but whenever I saw it pop up on Funworld, I had my questions for just a short period of time until I realized Clive actually got to work with Funworld to produce this piece, as well as a couple of other pieces in here that we should be taking a look at very soon. I think this is a really, really cool design. I personally would have liked to have seen it with a burlap shroud. I think that would be really cool. Obviously, you could always do a custom version, but as is, still a really, really cool mask. And reading here, it says this is going to be a hard plastic mask, so for those of you who prefer the vinyl masks, I know that's a bit disappointing, but I think it's still a pretty cool concept, and I think it'll be pretty cool to do some customs of this. Alright guys, next up we have the Ghostface Slayer Kit. This is a pretty cool item, and as for what's included, you have the mask with hood, which shown appears to have an ultralight with it, but I feel like when it was first announced it did have a 25th anniversary mask. Perhaps they changed that due to a short supply, or I don't know. But it does also include gloves, which appear to just be your standard Ghostface gloves. Comes with a buck knife, which of course is the new version that they came out with last year. Very, very excited to see some more of those, see those sticking around. Comes with the 25th anniversary voice changer, which is pretty cool to see brought back because I missed out on getting a 25th anniversary voice changer. So that looks like it's going to be the only way you can get one of those, at least from what we've seen so far. And it also says it has a soft PVC 1/2 mask, so I don't know why that's listed twice, but yeah, it only comes with the one mask. The packaging does seem to be very odd, just a very, very odd thing to do, but in general, still pretty cool. I'll definitely be looking forward to picking up one of those just because of what it is. Alright guys, and next up we have yet another custom piece from Clive at Burkbench. As I just mentioned not too long ago, Clive got to work with Funworld this year to bring a few different custom pieces of his to life, and one of those is the Screamer Mask. This is a custom concept that was created by Clive to be an homage to Ghostface, and they've brought it into the Funworld world as the normal Screamer Mask, which we will see sometime soon, and then the Hairy Screamer Mask, which is the first one that's popped up here. And Clive only offers the normal without the hair, which looks cool, looks creepy, but I actually kind of like it more with the hair. I think it makes it look sort of like a Ju-on, and overall just really, really creepy design. Oh, the next piece. We have the Hooded Ghostface Poncho. Now looking at what comes with this, it looks like it's literally just the poncho, so I guess this technically could be unisex, but it is modeled by a female here. And printed on it, it just has the classic ultra-white Ghostface holding a knife, but they've also added him holding up a phone, a couple of hearts, and he says, "Call me." So yeah, it's, I guess, somewhat supposed to be kind of seductive-ish, I guess. It's cool, but Not a great product. I'll definitely be picking one up, but there you go. Alright guys, and moving along to the second page, we have even more new Halloween stuff coming from Funworld. We have the Queen of the Seas pirate costume, the Rainbow Foil Skeleton, which I'm guessing is supposed to be a mask, or perhaps it could be a full costume, but we don't have any images currently. It says image coming soon, so I look forward to seeing that. Then we have the realistic skull mask assortment, so let's go ahead and take a look at these masks. Yep, it looks to be pretty much just a standard, somewhat stylized, but I guess kind of realistic skull that's finished in 3 different colors with gray, brown, and bloody. So pretty cool custom skulls, so I guess we can look forward to seeing those this coming year. And it also says they have the realistic skull mask with hood assortment. So I'm guessing we'll get that full assortment of those 3 we just saw, but with shrouds as well. Moving along, we have even more costumes with the Rodeo Rider, Rosie, Ruby Vamp, Sassy Witch Adult Poncho Assortment, Scarecrow, and the Scary Movie Mask with Shroud Assortment. This is a big announcement, so I think there could be a few other things in here, but this is one of the things that popped up earlier in the year, just for a very, very short time period, showing that the Scary Movie Mask assortment is going to be coming back, which of course is great news, because these are very, very popular. However, it went down off the site again not too long after that, and we haven't heard anything since, but it looks like they are officially coming back, which yet again is great news, because from what I've heard, these actually outsell Ghostface each and every year. So, pretty cool. I'll definitely be looking forward to picking myself up a full set of those. Continued, we have the Schoolgirl Witch and Schoolgirl Witch. I'm guessing adult and child-sized costumes, but it doesn't necessarily say. Then here we have the Silent Screamer Mask. So of course this is the very same thing as the Hairy Screamer, but without the hair. And this one has a full shroud instead of just having hair. It's hard to say 100% for sure, but looking at the picture here, it looks like while it does have a shroud, it's a different style shroud than the Ghostface shroud, so look forward to checking that out in person as well. Continued, we have the Skelly Ghost costume, Skelly Girl, and Skeleton Pumpkin Mask. That sounds pretty cool. I'm guessing that may be something else possibly made by Clive, could be also made by Frank. But looking forward to seeing that. Yet again, another piece with images coming soon on the website. We have the Skull with Crossbones decor, the Spooky U, Sports Eggs Hoppers PDQ, Spring Up Game, Springtime Game Assortment, and Stone Reaper Mask. Yet again, guys, another Halloween mask, which unfortunately does not have an image here. A little bit disappointing, you know, for the video, because we were really hoping to look at that kind of stuff, but it seems a lot of them don't have images currently added. The Sultan and Sultana Instant Kit Assortment, Teddy Bear, Tough Girl, Toxic Clown Mask, which is pretty cool, the Two-Tone Speckled Round Basket, Velour Witch Hat Assortment, Wind Up Dolly, and Woodland Fairy. So guys, that does seem to be the very end of the full catalog. I thought there were a few other pieces that should have been in here. Like earlier this year, they did show that the Scarecrow mask and costume were supposed to be coming back. However, we do not have those here, so perhaps that was a mix-up where it was supposed to show the Scarecrow lawn ornament or lawn decoration piece, but they actually put the Scarecrow mask and costume picture in that slot. Regardless, the new products that are coming do look to be very, very nice. Obviously, anything Scream and Ghostface I will be picking up here. And yeah. So I think that pretty much covers all the new stuff coming from Funworld in 2022. However, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ghostface stuff that will also be sticking around. Because as you guys know, sometimes they discontinue items, sometimes they stick around for a year or two, sometimes they go pretty quickly. So let's see what else we have sticking around this year. So looking at the top here, we have the Patriotic Ghostface, Pride Ghostface, and Pumpkin Ghostface all coming with their own costumes. So essentially I'm guessing it's just going to be the same masks but with bib styles, and then the full standard costume included. We also have adult and child size for the light up slash fade in and out mouths. That's the green mouth. So I was not able to pick up a normal or red version of either one of these this most previous year, so hopefully I can pick up, I guess, at least one of the costumes. We have the regular Ghostface mask with shroud, the bleeding Ghostface child and adult size, standard adult size Ghostface costume, dripping bleeding Ghostface mask, obviously the full selection here of the pumpkin mask, pride mask, the Slayer kit, the patriotic mask, the 15-inch bloody butcher knife. The 25th anniversary mask as well as the robe and child size robes are still here as well, so hopefully those will be sticking around, as I know they were in high demand this last year, and unfortunately most of the stock from last year still has not made its way out to people. We have the Ghostface with knife. I don't know necessarily what that is. It may just be the mask and knife combo. We have the Ghostface. I guess that's the child size costume. Continued, we also have, yet again, the Ghostface. It looks like this could be a child size maybe, looking at the mask. Perhaps the other one's just a different adult size, I don't really know. Then we have the Ghostface plus size, the EL Ghostface, so the electronic light up mask, full costume version. The Soul Reaper looks to be returning as well. I wish they would do this in an adult size, because I think so far they've only done child size, but it's a really cool looking mask and costume entirely, so pretty cool. The Smoldering Ghostface is back, looks like only as a costume, not as a mask by itself, but still great to see back. Continued, we have the 60-inch Scarecrow Ghostface, which we've already covered. The Ghostface Carving Kit. Now this is interesting, looks like you can buy a full package of them, or you can get them individually. Looks to pretty much just be a standard carving kit with a marker, the carving knife, and then of course several different stencils. We have the Ghostface and Character Mouth Tattoo Assortment Kit. Now this is very odd. The makeup displayed here looks very, very odd, but kind of interesting. I'll probably pick up one of those just because it is such an odd item, but I don't know. That's a weird one. We have the Ghostface Pumpkin Lawn Inflatable, which we have already covered, the Light Up Lantern, and the Poncho, which we've already covered. And it does look like the 25th Movie Anniversary Deluxe Voice Changer is sticking around, so I'll try to pick up one of those this year. Hopefully they do stick around. And finishing up the Ghostface lineup, it looks like we just have the Scorch Ghostface mask and the EL Ghostface. So there you have it, guys. From what I can tell, we will not be seeing the Devil Face or the Viper Face returning this year, at least from what I'm seeing here, but maybe we will. Maybe it's just not listed under Ghostface, although usually it would be. I've also noticed that the Ghostface Lives terminology or the Ghostface Lives trademark is still being carried over on some of these new products, and I kind of don't know what Ghostface Lives is all about. Hoping we can have an answer to that sometime soon. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for today's video. That's everything present in the Funworld catalog. Yet again, there is plenty of other Scream and Ghostface stuff coming this year, I'm sure of it, especially with Scream 6 being greenlit. However, this is only what we're seeing on Funworld's website. So, with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of today's video. Let me know if there was anything that you're very, very excited to pick up, and if so, which item it is that you're very excited to pick up. And yeah, that pretty much does it for today's video. So love you all, thank you for watching, and see you next time.